Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory to Yahweh Bashem El Shai. Double honors to the apostles, the elders of greatness, soon are surely doing well. Salutation to each and every one of the Akim that push this gospel out there in sincerity and truth. Alright, the brother Lamar once again from Trinidad coming to do another video through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem El Shai. Basically a short video, basically what's going on in the news, right? Different news articles, right, showing that the first ever use of an ICBM missile, right? The first ever use of an ICBM missile in combat against Ukraine due to escalations of Joe Biden giving Ukraine the President Volodymyr Zelensky the go ahead to use the ATACMS ballistic missiles in deep inside of Russian territory. Alright, these missiles basically have an attack range of 300 miles. It could hit Moscow, alright, the capital of Russia, and different places. I forget the name of the next capital, alright, where basically Russia would have military bases. Alright, so due to that escalation, a missile that basically a lot of people have told us, the prophets, alright, that would not be used right now. Obviously they didn't arm it with a nuclear warhead, but this is basically a warning that this is basically they will use these weapons in the near future, very near future. Alright, we hoping that some pop off by 2025 through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem El Shai. Alright, a lot of things going on right about now, news and prophecies, as some of the elder brothers from GMS would be stating. Alright, and this is just some from the sun. Just now, let me right, just a one or two precepts, because these weapons are the weapons of Yahweh Bashem El Shai. Alright, so far down I've gone already. Alright, so it says world news, raining fire, right? And we know the Lord said in Malachi chapter 4 verse 1, the day when I come that the earth will and burn as an oven. Alright, they shall be burning and fuel of fire, right? And it says the moment first ever nuclear capable ICBM is used in war, showering Ukraine city in blast as Putin exacts his revenge. Alright, they say Russia revenge blitz. I'm not going to play that little video there, right? So they say chilling footage shows what is thought to be the first ever use of an intercontinental ballistic missile in war as part of Russia's revenge attack on Ukraine. Alright, video showed rockets raining down on the Ukrainian city of Dnipro, reportedly 6 different warheads from a nuclear-capable Russian R-26 robust ICBM. Alright, so that's the name of the nuke. Let me see if we could see probably some footage. Right, see that little small thing there, right, like a cloud in the sky, almost like it wants to make a mushroom cloud. Alright, could see the damages. I was actually watching this on the news just now. I think that is our home from the for the disabled, okay, that have been hit, right? They're calling it Vlad's revenge, which is Vladimir Putin, right? Vlad's revenge. Putin fired an ICBM and hypersonic missile at Ukraine in revenge for Kyiv using Storm Shadow and ATACMS in strikes, right? And I know from following the news, this is something that he has been speaking about, right? The Storm Shadow is from the UK, right? The ATACMS is United States, alright? See, so that is basically a lot of damages, so let's see if we could get more into the article. Alright, so it says here, reports say it was fired from the Kapustin Yar test range in Russia's Astrakhan region and struck the Yushmash defense plant in Dnipro. Alright, forgive the Russian, alright, I don't speak Russian. The outdated, alright, and this is an outdated missile that do this damage. So imagine the modern missiles like the Avangard, the Samat, it have a few others I forget the name of, but very powerful hypersonic missiles that Russia has in their arsenal, the nuclear triad, right? So they said the outdated R-26 Rubus had never until now been used in anger. It was designed to carry a deadly nuclear payload but appears to have been used for a conventional rocket attack in the early hours of this morning. If the use of the Rubus is confirmed, some analysts have said it will be the first combat use of an ICBM in history. You understand? So at the end of the day, this is actually the most high weapons really and truly, right? It says the giant attack on Dnipro was part of a savage response, they must call it savage, right? Response by Russia to Ukraine's double-tap long-range missile strikes this week. Kyiv launched US ATACMS missiles against Putin's territory overnight on Monday and British Storm Shadow rockets on Wednesday. Right? There are unconfirmed media reports today of Russia firing a new ballistic missile into Ukraine, which we know they have been preparing for months. Right? Russia warned it would react accordingly as embassies in capital city Kyiv closed down yesterday in fear of a revenge blitz. Putin forces are thought to have this morning launched an RS-26 robust intercontinental ballistic missile or ICBM. Alright, so this is the thing, right? We, right, have been telling you beginning with the apostles of Millstone that these weapons will be used. Alright, these weapons will be used. The Lord has said and he will not turn back, as the scriptures say. Alright, this is 2 Ezra 16 and verse 1. It says, matter of fact, I will start at verse let me start basically at here. Start at verse 6, 2 Ezra chapter 16 verse 6. It says, may any man drive away an hungry lion in the wood, or may anyone quench the fire in stubble when it had begun to burn. May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer. The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? Right? And these missiles are known as the plagues because not only they bring death and destruction, they also, the nuclear fallout could bring about plagues, alright, due to radiation, alright. A fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? Right? And that basically reminds me of a video that I watched with a simulation, right? With ICBMs being shot and destroying the Golden Gate Bridge and stuff. And you know, from watching it, you know, coming into the truth, I say, yeah, boy, that looked like the anger of the Most High right there. Alright? He shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence? Because the Most High have spoken this from beforehand. The earth quaketh, and the foundations thereof. The sea ariseth up with waves from the deep. And how this will not happen? When these missiles be shot through the four corners of the earth, the explosions going to cause a nuclear wind. It also going to cause the earth to vibrate, right? Going to cause earthquakes, and that wind going to cause basically tsunamis and so forth. You understand? And the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also before the Lord and before the glory of his power, right? Because also the Poseidon nuclear torpedoes going to also cause nuclear tsunamis at the same way. So these ICBM could cause cause tsunamis being exploded midway in the air, all right, by that wind going to cause waves, and also the Poseidon underwater, all right. Verse 13, for strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow, right? Because the Spirit of the Most High is basically within these weapons, right? His arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world, all right? So a literal arrow cannot do that. So these missiles, when they be shot, right, they actually have the technology that they would never miss their mark, and they cannot be stopped, all right? You'll always hear from American military analysis that these ICBM nuclear missiles, so long as they are being shut off, there's no turning back, right? And there's no stopping them. Missile defense systems, it will be too late from the time by they pick it up. It's done within the radius to hit its mark. You understand? Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. You understand? So basically, this is what's going to happen, right? The scripture says in Joel chapter 2, I will start at verse 1. Right? It says, blow ye the trumpet in Zion and sound the alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of Yahweh cometh, for it is nigh at hand. And this is a major sign showing that the day of the Most High is nigh at hand. A day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness. We see basically what the missile done with those thick clouds, the ashes that rose up from the explosion, all right? As the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong, right? What they're talking about? They're talking about the nuclear arsenal, right? There's like men, there's like giants, right? They're like an army when they be shot off, 200 million towards his dome, all right? It says, a great people and a strong, they had not been ever the like, because they never had this technology before, right? We mean technology, the knowledge of technique, right? Just like humans, they are technology on the whole. That is the most high technology, right? It says, a great people and a strong, they have not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to years of many generations. Because after this, there won't be no use of wars no more. All right? Men shall not learn war no more. People ain't going and say they're going to build ICBM nuclear missiles anymore. All right? So this is the only time in history of men this will be known, because now after this war, men going to beat their swords and their spears into plowshares and pruning hooks into farming material again, but not the other way around, as it is said in Joel chapter 3, when they shall turn the pruning hooks and their plowshares into spears and swords. All right, it says, a fire devoured before them, and behind them a flame burned. The fire that devoured before them is the warhead. All right, that is the warhead that's going to cause that nuclear or that explosion, right? And the flame behind them is the thrusters that pushes them forward towards their mark. All right, the land is as the Garden of Eden before them, meaning what? It's a beautiful place. It is inhabitable by men, by beasts. All right. And behind them a desolate wilderness, which means after it explodes, there's nothing to be seen but dust and smoke. All right. Yea, and nothing shall escape them, right? Because they cannot outrun this. And a jet, one of the fastest fighter jets, can't outperform the nuclear explosion, right? It's going to be caught. All right. Verse 4, just like when they tested the SAR bomber, all right, they basically told the pilot, yo, this going to be basically a suicide mission. They had to put things in place just to make sure the pilot of the Tsar bomber survived the nuclear explosion from the Tsar bomber. He barely escaped. Alright? He barely escaped. Okay? It says the appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen so shall they run. Alright? Because the power, you know, the nuclear warhead when I'm be riding upon the missile. Alright, so the nuclear warhead basically going to be the rider, and the missile is going to be like the horse. Alright, like the noise of chariots on the top of mountains. Why? Because when they go into that ballistic phase, they're going to reach over the top, the summits of these mountains. Right? Shall they leap? Right? Because the thrusters going to do what? Going to push them forward. Right? Like the noise of a flame of fire that devour the stubble as a strong people set in battle array. Because why? Fire does also make its own noise. Right? Before they face, the people shall be much pain, all faces shall gather blackness. Right? Because people going to be, you know, confused. They're going to be pale. A lot of things, you know, men going to be in deep fear. Because what? The Most High Yahweh B'Ashem Yahushai is the one that actually performing these things. Alright, this is Isaiah chapter 40. Just now, bear no 1 second. Sometimes my finger just scroll too fast. Alright, Isaiah chapter 46 verse 8, I believe it is. Alright, it says, remember this and shew yourselves men, bring it again to mind, O ye generations. Remember the former things of old, for I am power and there is none else. I am the most high power and there is none like me, declaring the end from the beginning. So from the beginning of time, the Most High have declared his work that he shall work. You know, and that precept that our brother basically quoted with the big brother Makasa, you know, he will make the work short. Alright? So the Most High making the work short right about now. Now it's just for them to arm these. Now many, I think it's approximately about 1,500 or 2,500 missiles are actually already armed and on high alert with nuclear warheads. Right? They have some more to arm, but basically this only going to happen when World War III is totally established and the Most High bring about his work. Alright? Declaring the end from the beginning and from ancient times, the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand and I will do all my pleasure. So this is the pleasure of the Lord. A lot of people saying World War III not going to happen. A lot of people saying nuclear bombs not going to be shot, right, with these ICBMs. But look, we see what's going on, right? The Most High is using Gog and Magog right about now, right, and Babylon to poke Gog and Magog to bring about the end of Esau reign over the nations of the earth, and to bring about the salvation of the kingdom of heaven of the children of Israel, which are the Negroes, Latinos, and natives. Alright, I saw the big brother, I just saw the title for his video, Elder, I forgot his name, that the beloved brother, Elder Yashawamba, he did a video about the Project Esther, right, which you know that goes back to Haman, going back into Esther in the Apocrypha and also inside of the Bible. Alright, so I'm going to look up more into it. I read the article, but I'm going to look up more into it. Alright, and probably I may do something concerning it also, right? That going back to the time of Haman and the Persian Empire, you know, where these Ashkenaz people basically, you know, they want to bring about an end to anti-Semitism basically. So anybody who's basically against them, which they are fakers, right, they'll basically be persecuted, right? So the Lord Yahweh B'Ashem Yahushai going to bring about the salvation of his elect of the house of Israel. 12,000 from every tribe, and then the mixed multitude, which are Israelites from every nation throughout the four corners of the earth. They're going to see that salvation. These other people of the other nation, the natural Gentiles, that going to be preserved, that is the word I'm going to use, preserved, is the ones, or are the ones that going and build back the kingdom of heaven, since we build back their kingdom every captivity. Alright, but with that I'll leave it there for the meanwhile. Hope this was informative and edifying towards the hopeful elect of the children of Israel, giving all praises and glory to Yahweh Bahashem El Shai. Double honors again to the apostles and elders of Great Mills, so surely do well. Salutation, teacher, and every one of the Akim that pushes gospel out there in sincerity and truth. Brother Namad once again from Trinidad saying shalom to the hopeful elect. I'm a Babal.